Shalom, this is GMS, South Holland, coming back to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Before I start off, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there that's spreading this word of sincerity and in truth. Okay, there's going to be a quick news update concerning the confederacies, okay, the ally ships, that are being formed right now in the world. Okay, China is showing, in a very heavy way that he's siding with Russia, man. Okay, and why is that? Because they have military drills over there in Belarus, which is basically owned by Russia. Okay, while the NATO summit, okay, was being held in Washington, D.C., Chinese troops were sent out to Belarus, man, to the border of Poland. Okay, so in a minute I'm gonna show you where these countries are located, and it all evolves around the war that's going on in Ukraine. Now, not only does it, show us what's going on in Ukraine and who's with Russia and who's with the NATO, but it also shows you things that are to come. Like the scriptures speak about World War III, man. Okay? This also gives us an indication, like, what's going on with the ally ships and who's with who. As for now, China has oftentimes showed that, he's with America, but guess what? A lot of things don't happen between China and America. A lot of things don't happen between Japan and America. Then you have North Korea over there in the same sea, okay, sitting and, vexing himself, towards America, siding with Russia. You had this recent video coming out of Kim Jong-un, okay, chilling in the car with Vladimir Putin, man. Which these are, in peaceful times, these would be, normal things. But considering the time that we are in, okay, this is a showing of allegiance, okay, showing of allegiance, confederacy, however you want to call it, man. Okay, so I'm gonna just go over this article real quick. It's not too long. This video is not gonna be too long neither. Just to point out, like, hey, this is what's going on, and to get you thinking, right? Okay, prophecies are coming to pass day by day. Okay, little by little. Okay, so there are small steps that are being taken in putting everything in place for this big war, World War III, that is gonna come. Which afterwards, you're gonna have the war against the Lamb, the war against Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, the angels and the elect. So it's all leading up towards that. Okay, so it says China and Belarus launch joint military drills near Polish border on eve of NATO summit. Okay, so the day that they was gonna have this NATO summit, they launched the drill. They sent over their troops, their Chinese troops, over there to Belarus, and the people from Belarus, okay, received them with open arms, which, let me see if I can show you. Let me see. Okay, I'm over here right now, Rotterdam, as you see. And then you have Poland. And then this. Here's Ukraine below Belarus. Here's Ukraine. Of course, it's written in Dutch. Here it says White Russia. In the Dutch, Belarus is White Russia. Okay? And then there you have Russia. Okay, so And then here's Poland. Warsaw being the capital city of Poland, okay, and White Russia. So China flies over China flies over Russia, lands in Belarus, White Russia, and he's gonna have military drills at the border of Poland, you know, all evolving around the war that's going on over there right now. Okay, let me see. If I click on this, let me see. It says White Russia or Belarus, officially a republic. Officially, the Republic of Belarus is a East European country that is bordering Russia and Ukraine and Poland, Lithuania, and I don't know how you call the other one. It says it in Dutch, but I know it's something else. Latvia, I believe Latvia, Northwest, blah blah blah. Okay, so it just explains about this country, but it's really being owned by Russia. So what does this show you, man? If China goes, into military drills with Belarus, that that is the same as going and do military drills with Russia himself, man. Okay, so it says here, back to the post. Okay, China and Belarus have started joint military exercises just a few miles from the Polish border. The maneuvers, codenamed Falcon Assault, Falcon Assault, will last until the 19th of July, which is that's next week, around next week, somewhere next week, I believe, Friday, next week, Friday or Thursday. Okay, and it says near the city of Brest, the Belarusian Defense Ministry said the drills are taking place on the eve of NATO summit in Washington, where its 32nd member countries, including Poland, will meet to discuss further military and financial support for Ukraine. Okay, and this is happening at the border of Poland. So Poland is siding with with the NATO on helping Ukraine, because Poland is also full of fear right now, man. Because if Russia takes over Ukraine, Putin already said we're gonna push further, man. We're gonna push further. They're gonna cut off a lot. If I'm saying it correct, man. Otherwise, fuck it. Lithuania and Latvia, okay, that are over there close to Finland. It's all gonna be cut off, man. It's all gonna be a war zone when that pops off. Which, you know, war's around the corner, man. This is what the Bible prophesies about, and that's what's about to happen. To close up the final minutes of this Edomite kingdom. Okay, remember Belarus, perhaps Russia's closest ally. Like I said, man, didn't even know I was saying that over here. Remember Belarus, perhaps Russia's closest ally, allowed Moscow to use its territory as one of the launch pads for its Ukraine, for its launch pads. What? For its of Ukraine. Strange. In 2022, events taking place in the world are alarming. The situation is uneasy. Therefore, we are going to practice new forms and methods of performing tactical tasks, said Major General Vadim Denisenko, Chief of Belarusian Special Operations Command. So, do you see what he says? Events are taking place in the world, and events that are taking place in the world are alarming. The situation is uneasy. Okay? Now let me pull a scripture on that real quick, man. I ain't gonna make it too long. I'm about to go live also with the brother Tazawar. as usual. What is that? 18. Okay, this is Job chapter 18, verse 11. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. Okay, so Esau is being driven to his feet, man. Not only America, also Russia, also other European countries, Edomite countries. Okay, for fear of this war that is about to break out, man. Okay, for fear of this war that is about to break out, because it is inevitable. We see what's going on, man. We see that the Lord is about to wrap things up. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So you got Russia, Belarus, Lithuania, Finland, okay, Poland, siding with Ukraine, siding with NATO, Ukraine itself, Belarus, China getting involved. China has never gotten involved, man. Over all the years of war, World War II, World War One, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, China never got involved, man. Now they training. Now, China is doing military drills on European soil. That's crazy, man. That's crazy because um, what happens in military training, let me just put it like this. Military training is based upon the terrain where you expect to go to war at. So when you expect to go to war in the Middle East, guess what? You're gonna do desert training, man. You're gonna have to get used to the humidity. At least the Dutch military, you're gonna have to get used to the humidity. Um, Let me see if I gotta go left here. No, you gotta get used to the humidity in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, man. They send you over there to get used to the humidity. If you go from the Dutch weather straight into the desert climate, you're not gonna make it, man. You're not gonna have the same condition over there as over here. You know, even though there is a high humidity over here in Holland, also because of the sea. You know, we close to the sea, and we have basically have a sea climate. But over there is different, man. You understand? Over there is different. So when you are sent off to the Middle East on a military a mission, you're gonna have to adapt to the terrain. You're gonna have to adapt to the weather, to the humidity, whatever you have to deal with that country. You're gonna have to train that. So why the hell is China over here training? You know, in the eastern parts of Europe to get used to the terrain, to understand what factors they're dealing with if they would go to war in the eastern parts of Europe. Now that's really what it is, man, and that's why, you know, even though the what was it, the minister, major general, oh, it's the general, major general of Belarus, he said situations in the world are a little bit uneasy. Things are happening. Things are popping off. So let's just have this military drill right now with our close ally China, Russia's other ally China also. It's China also, but China is kind of playing both sides, man, which is eventually gonna lead. We already see it coming, man. It's like obvious, and even for America, it's starting to become obvious. Is that they are not a friend but an ally, but that they are not an ally but an enemy, man. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 7. All the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. What does that mean, man? Man of that confederacy. Let's look up the word confederacy. Calm down, you piece of shit. What does it mean, confederacy? Ally, alliance, pledge. You understand? Treaty, alliance. So people that you actually are at peace with, and when you go to war, they gonna come and help you out. Now, if Putin would have thought about China to be America's ally, he would never let them practice military drills at his border, man. Never. Okay? Never, man. But since, Slakia, bear with me for a moment. Since, Russia knows about what's going on with China and where China really stands, he allows it, man. He allows it. There's a whole war zone going on over there, man. Russia, Ukraine, Poland sending stuff to um to Ukraine, Belarus standing with Russia, and you gonna do military drills with Russia, man, with Belarus, which is the same thing, man. Russia, Belarus is the same thing. That's a that's a threat right there, man. Those are death threats. Those are war threats, man. You know, those are war threats, man. So what does it say? It says all the men of that confederacy, all the men that you thought you was good with, you had allyship with, have brought thee even to the border. Okay, they're going to war with you. If you bring a country to the border, you're going to war with them. So China and Belarus doing military drills at the border of Poland. Hey, those are threatening things also, man. Okay, and by the way, this article is on Sky News, man. It's on Sky News. So hey, the news is out there, man. This is not no alternative news website or anything. This is Sky News, man. Relatable to BBC. All these funky American platforms. Okay, UK platform. Okay, so it says the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Which that is gonna eventually happen to America. America is gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Um, that's just what it is, man. They're gonna eat the bread of their ways. Okay, America is at peace, but now terrorists is driving into his feet. All these type of news articles, man. China doing drills, Russia having allyship with North Korea and stuff like that. It's making America afraid, man. And not only America, like is being said in the article, it's at the border of Poland, which Poland is already in fear, man. Poland is a part of the NATO. They are already in fear, man. They are already in fear to be taken over by Russia again, because this happened back in the days. Russia took over the whole eastern part of Europe, man. Okay, Poland, Czechia, or Czech. What else? The southeastern countries, Bosnia, Slovakia, okay, Croatia. Russia pushed through, man. You know, in the I believe it was in the early 90s, 1900s, like yeah. You know, let me see. Yeah, in the early 1900s. You see that? 1914, 1918 allies. Look what it says. It says, or was it the Second World War? Maybe it was the Second World War where Russia pushed through and took over the whole eastern part. But the Second World War was with Hitler, so that's why I'm a bit confused right now. Anyway, the point. Yeah, the point is it stays the same, man. Allies will be formed. Allies are being formed right now. Countries are being made afraid, and if there's a country that Edomite countries fear a lot, it's China, man. So yeah, man. With that, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Shem Shai Bashim Rakakadah, Shalom to the elect.